The Carol Rogers Show, starring Carol Rogers.
Hello, hello. Welcome to the Carol Rogers Show. I'm me, you're you, and we're going to have a great time this evening. I have with me a wonderful guest, Edem Kegey. She's an amazing artist here in the Omaha area. As beautiful as she is, knowledgeable about her craft, her country, lots of wonderful things you're going to learn about her. And right now, you know how we do it. We have to go to an Omaha History Minute. Enjoy.
Is this Paris, France? Or this Venice, Italy? It's Omaha, Nebraska, in the summer of 1898, when the city was the host of the Trans-Mississippi and International Exposition, otherwise known as the 1898 World's Fair. From June 1st to October 31st in 1898, over 2.5 million people from around the world traveled to Omaha to view over 4,000 exhibits and enjoy world-class social and recreational events. The fairgrounds covered nearly 108 city blocks of land in northeast Omaha. The land was donated by Omaha banker Herman Kuntz. The European-style structures were temporary by design and were constructed out of plaster and horsehair, among other pliable materials. A Venetian-style lagoon was built in the middle of the Grand Court to complete the European theme of the fair. A much talked-about feature of the exposition of 1898 was the illumination of buildings and fairgrounds through the use of thousands of electric light bulbs, which were powered by the General Electric plant that was custom built for the fair. The World's Fair also featured a visit from President McKinley, the Indian Congress with Apache Chief Geronimo in attendance, and Buffalo Bill Cody's world-famous Wild West show. Today, Coons Memorial Park in North Omaha is the only place in the city that commemorates the time when Omaha was the center of the world in the summer of 1898. You can find out more about the World's Fair of 1898 by visiting these websites. This has been an Omaha History Minute.
Welcome back and welcome. I'm happy to introduce to you again my friend Edem Kegey. Edem, you are an amazing woman. I'm so grateful to show you to the world at large, but you're no stranger to the world at large. I just learned from you that you are twice nominated for the Omaha Entertainers Award. That's amazing. The next time is a charm. The third time is a charm.
Definitely.
There's so much that I want to know about you. That I know that you're from Ghana originally.
I was born here, but my whole family is from Ghana.
It's Ghanaian.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. So have you ever been back to the mother country?
No, unfortunately, but it is something that I definitely foresee in my future.
It's very much in you, though. Very, very much in you. And you play here in Omaha, play and sing, and you're an entertainer. You just don't sing. You play the djembe drums, and you also sing like an angel. And we're going to get a chance to hear her in a little while, and I hear a little bit of Adele in you. Oh. Do you like Adele? It's a good thing.
I do.
Yes,
I do.
She's a wonderful artist. Do you write as well?
Yes, I do.
You do. Now, currently, you're also at the Omaha Lounge, 15th and Farnham. You can see you every Saturday.
Yes.
You have been taken from the off nights where you were guinea pig, and now you are on Saturday packing them in, no doubt, having a wonderful time. Yours truly is there on Friday. I'm her warm-up act. I warm them up on Friday, and she knocks them dead on Saturday. If you're seeing this, my run is until June of 2015, and I think will run the same amount of time.
Yeah, I think either around towards the end of summer, beginning of the new school year for some.
And he'll have her back again. If you miss her, because of how the shows might be aired, you've missed something, but you have to definitely go and see her. All right, so much to know. How did you come to play the djembe drums? Can you talk to me a little bit about them?
Yes. Well, it started about 2 years ago.
Only 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
You're natural.
But yeah, it was 2 years ago, and I was downtown on the old market. I was busking on a corner, and pretty much that's just playing an instrument on the corner with a little tip jar. And but I was playing with my friend with her guitar, and it was, you know, time for her to sing, and I was just kind of tapping on the guitar, and I noticed that as I was tapping on the wood, all the tunes that I have inside of my head, I could kind of bring them out and make a nice melody out of it with a nice little backbone beat on the guitar. And I was like, you know, if I like, you know, hitting this object while I'm, you know, singing this melody, maybe a drum would be better suited. And I just found that as soon as I found a djembe, I took to it immediately. And so it's something that
so the djembe called out to you, and you found it.
Yeah.
How they're different size. So you found one that's Edem size.
Yes. Yes.
And but no lessons? I mean, you just kind of just played around with the sounds and everything, and it's just come to you naturally. That's amazing. Okay, the ukulele.
Yes.
How did you come to start playing the ukulele?
Well, there's a girl here in Omaha who plays the ukulele named Ali Pillar.
Yeah, I know her.
And the ukulele's always been kind of like an interesting instrument.
That was me a few minutes ago with Edem Kegey. Edem Kegey. They say it's contagious. Well, you've gotten through it.
A little tongue twister.
Yes, yeah.
But it's an interesting instrument, and I was hearing her, and I was just like, oh my gosh, that ukulele just sounds so beautiful. And so I was like, I'm gonna get one. And so I went and got one, and as soon as I got it, I was like, oh my gosh, everyone needs a ukulele. I don't care who you are, you need one. Like, I definitely say that since I've incorporated the ukulele into my lifestyle, my like happiness is definitely doubled. And so
that's amazing.
Yeah.
So these instruments are calling out to you, and you're mastering them in a way you're not used to seeing. You know, evidently possibly my circle of exposure has shrunk somewhat, not because I'm here in Omaha, it's just lifestyle changes for many reasons. But I don't see people with ukulele. Now, back in my day, oh, come on, people, y'all know him. I'm going to go with Tiny Tim.
Oh my gosh, Tiny Tim.
Tiptoe through the tulips. You know, yeah, and he was a bit deviant in his playing and in his person. But you bring such ethnicity and such grounding to it and such soul to it. It's just amazing that, for our sakes, that you found it, because you express yourself so beautifully through it. So do you write on your ukulele as well?
Do I write on my ukulele?
No, do you write? Oh. Do you use your not writing on the instrument? Let me word that. Do you find yourself using your ukulele to compose your songs?
Yes.
Okay, good. So it's full. Now, tell me about it's 4 strings like a violin, G, D, A, E?
No, it's G, C, E, A.
Whoa, G, C, E, A. Mm-hmm. Wow, okay. That would make it definitely different than the 4-string instrument that I knew for a bit. A single string, you play it, but this is a guitar. And I was with a rocker the other day who has never named his guitars. Does your ukulele have a name?
Yes. It's kind of bad on my part because I kind of forgot the names over time because I stopped using them. I was like, oh, this is my ukulele and my drums. But I named this one Lura.
Luca.
Lura.
Lula.
L-U-R-A. Yes.
Lula in Portuguese is octopus.
Oh, well, look at you.
Yeah, just, and Lula, Lula is octopus in Portuguese. But it's the sound. We're just going to imagine that the sound is just, the span of it is like an octopus. And, and it's just little, just beautiful, and the graciousness of an octopus is a beautiful thing to think about. So it's very well named. I mean, at least the image in my mind is beautiful. So you can't play them both at the same time. At what point do you bring? Well, if you're with another instrumentalist, you play your djembe.
Yeah. Well, actually, I play them both. I'm a solo artist. I play the ukulele by myself and the djembes by myself. But when it comes to, I guess I'm just like a solo instrument. Like at a time, like I'll sing and play the ukulele, or I'll sing and play the djembe, or on Saturday nights I'll sing with the piano. So I guess I don't really.
So you're a singer, instrumentalist, entertainer, all of that. What does Edem do by day?
I'm a waitress. I'm a server at Longhorn Steakhouse. 76th and Dodge. Come see
Oh my
me.
gosh, I eat there all the time and I've missed you.
Yeah, I'm a daytime server, so
Oh.
Tuesday through Friday, I'm there.
I love that place.
It's good.
Well,
Good
oh yeah,
eats.
it's good stuff. I was just talking to, out in LA, everybody seems to have started as a server, but as a server, they are really aspiring to do other things.
Right.
So, yeah.
It's getting me by.
Exactly. And it doesn't have that kind of corporate connection, that corporate situation where you have to commit to something. It allows
Yeah.
you the schedule to breathe and is better for our artistic flow to not have that kind of regimented work situation.
Yeah, you're right.
When you write, what sort of things do you write? Now, I heard you sing. Whoa. See, I ask a question and then I come on with another question. What sort of things do you write? Let's go with that question.
Well, it kind of varies.
Love songs?
Yeah,
You don't have a particular thing?
I don't have a particular thing that I just write about everything.
That's
Like the other
wonderful.
day, I wrote about a tree. So I
Meet
mean,
them. They're
like,
wonderful things. They,
Yeah.
they're great. They're homes for birds and squirrels and stuff. You sing in another language.
Yes.
Absolutely blew me away when I heard you sing, and it was just like, wow. So even though you haven't been to Ghana, you remembered you speak it.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
It was definitely like growing up as a child, like it was definitely a mandatory thing. I mean, I
Good.
feel like a lot of, my fellow ethnic friends that have a strong multicultural background from other countries can definitely, attest to the fact that the culture is definitely an important thing that they make sure the children never lose sight of, especially coming all the way from across the world. It's like, yes, we may have left everything behind, but who we are and who we have been, like our people, we're not gonna forget, and we're not gonna let our children forget. And so that was kind of a thing that was like, you better speak this language. This is you. And like as a child, I was like, you can't make me do what I don't want to do. And then growing up, I was like, you know what? I definitely appreciate every single
Good.
thing that they've ever done and said and taught me, because this is who I am now, and
Yes.
I don't know who I would be without it. And so,
Wonderful. So your mom and dad are Ghanaian.
yes.
Good. Okay, so that was the main language spoken for you. How wonderful that is that you have your roots intact. We African Americans look to Africa. We look to Mother Africa, but we don't know her as well as you do. And in a way, I envy you. I really do, because you're close to your roots firsthand, as opposed to, I have no idea where my people come from.
Right.
And you know where your people come from. My great-great-grandmother was Hottentot. I definitely don't look Hottentot. They're itty-bitty people. And I have no idea, so I am so grateful that your mother and dad said, remember who you are. How did your mom and dad come to be here in Omaha?
Well, it's just my mom now. My father passed away when I was younger. No, it's okay. But it was pretty much, we lived back on the East Coast, and after my father's passing, we were just like, oh, what do we do now? And my mom was praying and praying and praying about it, and she said that God told her to move here to Omaha. And so she was like, okay, and came out here to Omaha. And honestly, like there's times where I'm just like, I'm so mad for being here. But then I really look at it and I realize that Omaha has been one of the biggest blessings in disguise for me. And I'm so thankful that I'm here.
How's it blessed you?
Well, with this music, if I was in Maryland, I don't believe that I would have met the people that I encountered to bring me to the point where I am musically. I don't think I would have discovered my talents in the way that I needed to. I believe that my life happened exactly the way it needed to, for me to realize certain things that I needed to, and for people around me to realize certain things that they needed to. I believe everything happens for a reason, and I believe all the people I've ever come in contact with, everyone that's come in contact with me, we've both exchanged, lessons, and we've learned them, or we haven't learned them. And I believe that those were all necessary, and those are all blessings, because it's made me the person I am today, hopefully growing to be better tomorrow, and hopefully it's helped them to become a better them for tomorrow as well.
That's interesting, but I think the kind of person you are, you might have found that in any location, but that you find Omaha particularly a great seedbed for that kind of experience is still interesting to me, but I'm grateful. I mean, everyone who hears you, which we're going to have you sing in just a bit, experiences something that is very unique and that it developed here, then you are as much an Omahan as I am. I was born and reared here, but we love your music, we love your spirit, your graciousness when you dance. I saw you dance for the first time. I said, she's a goddess. She's a goddess. You just float so beautifully, and just your whole spirit, your whole, the way you approach your music and everything has that kind of gracefulness and graciousness in it.
Thank
and having said that, you gotta pick up
Lula, yeah.
Lula. You gotta pick up Lula and do something for us, please.
Perfect.
I would love to hear something in your mother tongue.
Yes. My baby, I care. Baba ni o bele ode, ode. I need you more, oh yeah. I need you. O fẹ́ ìwọ́tọ̀ ojúmọ́ kẹ́yẹ wálé. I need you. I need oh, baby. Ele, oh,
Beautiful. Tell me what you were singing about.
It's pretty much just saying that let us open our arms and have hope and joy and strength rain down on us. I definitely think that, like I always say, you know, we're all human. We all struggle, and sometimes it's nice to just have someone wishing joy or love or peace or whatever it is for us, just so we can get through. So it's just saying, like, open up your arms and just let the rain of joy and the rain of hope and strength come
the
down.
message, even without knowing your words, it didn't feel like a love song as much a beckoning to peace and to serenity. So music is that kind of international language. You don't have to know it as much as you will feel it if it's done well, if the artistry comes through, which is, there's no choice. When you pick up something and you start to sing, artistry is there. We've got to talk about your djembes.
Yes. Something I should have done prior, but these are smaller than what
Edem size.
Yeah, they're Edem size. You said that best. Yes, these are djembes. This one is a once-tuned djembe because there's no string, there's no metal or anything like that you can like tune with a wrench or tighten with a rope. It's just stapled to one tune, which is the yeah. And then I have my other drum here.
May I hold this one for you, or?
Oh, actually, I was gonna.
You can hold both.
Yeah, I was gonna play them both.
Okay.
That's what I do. Oops. It took me a while. I played for a nursing home earlier today, and I was telling them about how nothing is impossible unless you believe it's impossible. Because it was once deemed impossible to go to the moon, but now we're sending people to Mars, you know? And so be careful, you know, what you say is impossible because you're just limiting yourself on what might actually be possible, you know? And so that's the one thing that we should never, I guess, do. We should never limit ourselves on what we, you know, see.
Be careful what you enunciate. Be careful what you send out there, because impossibilities are only a matter of time before they're interrupted and they become a possibility.
Definitely.
Play these beautiful things for us. Show us. What were you singing?
Joy.
Yeah,
It's
it felt
just
like
saying,
a beckoning song again.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just,
the drums definitely let you know that too.
yes, it was definitely just me saying, open, like, I'm definitely one that believes that in this world we're losing a lot of, we're finding a lot more things to, I don't want to say complain about, but there's a lot of negativity in this world. I mean, we're hearing what was going on with Boko Haram in Africa, hearing what, you know, is going on with, I believe their name is like Al-Shabaab, where they killed 147 students in Kenya.
Yes. Just because they said they were Christians.
Yes, which is, I definitely believe that you shouldn't kill anyone for any belief that isn't that's harmless, you know. If they're saying that, you know, I believe in killing people, then it's like, that's questionable on whether, you know, you should really be a member of society. But, you know, when it comes to just living your life and having your ideals and your beliefs, you shouldn't be killed over that. I think that is one of the most dumb things. But I believe in creating peace, harmony, unity. I believe that us as a human race, we're the only family that we have. We should take care of each other and embrace each other and love one another. And I believe that it doesn't matter where you come from, what you believe in, who you are, who you love, because you are a human being. You are my family, and I love you. And so it was just saying, open your heart and let the joy come. And so we can kind of squash all this.
You need to tell me about the hula hoops. How did you come? You're so graceful with them.
I will tell you, there are people who are far more graceful than I am with a hula hoop.
You're beautiful with it. Me and a hula hoop is just fall to the floor. There's just no keeping it buoyant. But how did you come to do hoops?
Honestly, I can't really remember, but I think it's like I have friends, and all my friends do like the hula hoop. And I think one day I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna do the hula hoop too. And I just started doing it, so yeah.
And everything you do so well. This is why I'm so grateful to have you on my show, to show everyone just the brilliance of your vibration, the warmth that comes from you, that is so genuine. I hope you've enjoyed this particular show with Edem. She is just wonderful. You can find her. You can probably YouTube you, as well as you have a Facebook presence.
Yes.
All the stuff that young people have. Mama has it too now. So anyway, you're going to get a chance to see her do what she does. Thank you so much for coming to the Carol Rogers Show.